This is the APD Pod Squad. Coming up in this episode, following the retirement of Chief Lamb, Deputy Chief Jackie Stepp was appointed Interim Chief of Police. She'll join us to talk about that and her priorities in the new role. Getting to know Lieutenant Tyler Radford, who it turns out is related to a baseball legend. Find out who. From Community Engagement, Senior Police Officer Justin Lewis with all their holiday happenings. And in the History Minute with Hannah Silberman, we look back at the line of duty death of Chief Harold Enloe in 1951. That's all coming up on this episode of the APD Pod Squad. I'm joined by Interim Chief of Police Jackie Stepp, and I'm going to put you on the spot right out of the gate with this question in relation to your new job title. Are you going to use the closer parking spot to the side door of Building 81?
Well, that's questionable. I liked my previous spot that had a little bit of shade in it, but I'm not complaining. Yes, I'm a little bit closer.
You're like 3 or 4 steps closer.
That's right.
So congratulations. This is relatively new. With Chief Lamb's retirement and you being named Interim Chief of Police, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Are you feeling it yet?
Well, I'm fortunate to be surrounded by such a great leadership team. We've got an executive team that really is just phenomenal, works very well together. But yeah, in terms of responsibility, I think it comes with the role. I'm here and I'm ready.
I think some people look from the outside as like there's the chief, right? And they make all the decisions. But that's not true. We have a whole executive staff that you mentioned that you're leading a team, essentially.
Absolutely. I think there are decisions that have to be made independently, but I think overall, the majority of the decisions are made in a room with really intelligent people who bring different perspectives to the table.
20 years in the job that got you to this place, but let's go way back to, let's say teenage Jackie Stepp, right? You're in high school, you're playing sports, you're being a teenager. At what point did the idea of being a law enforcement officer come into your head? Was it earlier than that? Was it later than that?
I got to say it's earlier than that. I lived in Henderson County, and I was fortunate to live beside a neighbor of mine who worked for the police department at the time. And while I didn't know him very well because I was much younger, I always just loved seeing his car pull in and out of the driveway. And I think from about the time I was roughly 2 years old, my dad remembers me just always kind of lighting up when I saw a police officer or the car go by and, playing cops and robbers, all those things. So I think it, for me, was much earlier.
Can I assume you played the cop, not the robber, right?
Well, I had a twin sister, so we shifted roles. We took turns.
Okay, so there you are. You're starting to think about it, and then you go to college locally.
I did. Went to Western Carolina and played basketball there, studied criminal justice, had a great experience there. And then while there, started really researching, kind of what agency I wanted to be a part of. And did I want to go work in my hometown? Did I want to go somewhere else? And really had my eyes set on Asheville. And I had a great mentor and professor at Western who encouraged me, if that's where I wanted to be, that's where I should apply and go. And I'm fortunate that I'm here, and I will spend my career here.
So this is all you wanted to do, and this is the department where you wanted to work. So it's almost like a dream job.
It is a dream job, and I've worked my whole career to be where I am today, and I'm just so grateful for the mentors and the support, the people who have supported me throughout my journey, my family, my friends, a lot of my coworkers. Yeah, it's just a really, really great opportunity. Let's
talk about the elephant in the room, because this is Asheville, and I'm sure you've seen some of the online comments, and you're probably aware of this. You're a woman. And so you're going to get the obvious criticisms that people say that you're not qualified for the job. But I happen to have a copy of your unofficial resume in front of me because people scream DEI. They're going to do that here, right? They're going to say, oh, she's not qualified for this job. But they don't even know maybe that you were just the deputy chief. And before that, all of the other ranks that came with it, earning your way. Started in 2005 with the patrol department, as everyone did. And then, I guess, sergeant in the downtown bike unit, right? So something in common with Chief Lamb. You guys both did the bike unit.
Yeah, absolutely, and probably one of my favorite assignments.
Yeah, he loved it too as well. And so I guess then at some point promoted to lieutenant. That was over the West Asheville district. And then recruitment and career commands, and then professional standards. So you've been in almost every department that we've had. Then captain. over the APD's Finance and Support Division in 2019. And that's kind of become your specialty, that area, the organizational area, the nuts and bolts, the financing, the technology. Has that become kind of your really comfort zone?
I think that's what most people see, but I have to be honest in saying I still have a deep passion for operations, and I miss the operations side of the house. So I think, sure, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the administrative side of the house, but I also just as much enjoy operations. I think my favorite, if I had to name a favorite time, I was asked this question just yesterday, what was your favorite assignment that you've had thus far? It was serving as a patrol captain.
You know, a lot of the people that come up through the ranks and then they become an officer, you know, lieutenant, captain, deputy chief, they kind of miss the days of being like a beat cop. You kind of miss being out on the streets and, you know, with the members of the community, like one-on-one?
Absolutely. I think for me, community is where I get my energy. I get out and walk around downtown still today. That's why I'm so involved in our Citizens Police Academy or Junior Police Academy, because it's really where I get my energy. You know, being stuck behind a desk all day is you're doing what needs to be done, but where I thrive is in the community and building those relationships and just working together.
But I know you attend a lot of community meetings. You talk with members of the community, usually in larger groups than just one-on-one, but you're doing that all the time, and I know you're really comfortable and you're excited about that.
Absolutely. We've got the Shiloh Christmas party coming up that I attend every year, and absolutely, I just enjoy community so much. I will get out as much as possible and continue to do what I love to do. In
addition to just the things you've done here with the Asheville Police Department, I've got a list of some other things as well. Law enforcement program graduations from the Police Executive Research Forum's Senior Management Institute, the FBI Law Enforcement Executive Development Association Trilogy Program, the Internal Association of Chiefs of Police Women's Leadership Institute, the WNC Law Enforcement Leadership Academy. I'm probably leaving some out, I would guess, right? So a lot of exterior qualifications as well. The training is nonstop.
Luckily, we work for an agency who pushes training and education and wants officers at every level to continue to learn and grow. There's not a day that goes by that I don't learn something I didn't know. So we really strive to continue our education, both in law enforcement and traditional school education. So I'm grateful to work for a department that allows that and really encourages that.
Interim Chief of Police Jackie Stepp joins me. So what will your focus be while that label is attached, right? The interim label, which could be for a month. It could be for 2 months. We really don't know because that's based on the city manager's office and the position that they'll be filling. So while that is the case, what's the focus?
I think for me, like you said, the interim role is just so unknown. My priority is to provide stability, provide continuity through focus, teamwork, trust, and really pride in who we are as a police department. And I think, the focus will be that our mission, our commitment to each other and to the community doesn't change during this transition. I think leadership transitions can bring uncertainty. And I just want to remind everybody that now's not a big time for significant changes or big overhauls. I just want to get us through this transition. I want to ensure that the officers have the tools that they need to continue to do the amazing work that they do.
This is a good time of the year for this transition to be happening, really, because as you get into the holiday season, people start looking at a new year as kind of a new opportunity to do things, right? So regardless of your role in 2026, what are you looking forward to next year?
Well, I think for me, bringing back the in-house academy, seeing the size of the classes that are coming and continue to come, restaffing really excites me. We're bringing back the traffic safety unit in 2026. And my hope is that we're able to continue to backfill, our criminal investigations division and really bring back some of the necessary specialty assignments that unfortunately we had to do away with, our downtown unit, our housing unit, and then eventually, bring back our district that we had to collapse.
I mean, we got 15 that are field training right now, soon to be solo officers. That's probably going to happen, I would guess, sometime in the next month or two. And then we've got the ones currently in the in-house academy, 21 of those. And then we're hoping for about 15 in the next class. So those numbers are growing, and that's nothing but good news.
Absolutely. And I hope we continue to grow those numbers. And I hope that the officers see and feel good about where we are. I think they're doing a good job in recruitment. Our best recruiters are the police officers that are on the street, and they're doing such a good job of letting everybody in the area know what a good police department this is to work for.
Okay, it is the holiday season, so it's time for the Pod Squad Holiday Pop Quiz. Are you ready? Here we go. Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, which is your favorite?
Christmas.
Yeah, I think most people are going to answer that. But I always say Thanksgiving, and then I have to explain the whole family connection. So with everyone, it's a little bit different. But I know with your kids and your family, I can see why Christmas. Is there one thing about Christmas, a certain thing?
For me, I think Christmas is just a season versus a day. And I just, we've already started at our house. And for me, all about just being grateful for what you have and giving to others. And that's what I love the most about it.
You got some things you've got planned for your family, things you're going to be doing, like get gingerbread houses or anything like that?
Oh, you nailed it. Gingerbread house is definitely something we have on our bucket list to do this year. They've not been yet. I have been, but the kids have not been yet, so we look forward to that.
Okay. Do you call it turkey stuffing or dressing?
I'd have to say stuffing.
Stuffing. See, some people say it's based on whether it's stuffed in the bird or not, but is that the case, you think?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay, and I prefer the moisture stuffing that goes in the bird, whereas my wife, she likes it more as the casserole made on the outside with the crunchy stuff. So it can't go wrong either way, can you really?
I agree.
Okay, what's for dessert? Pumpkin pie, apple pie, or other?
I'd have to say pumpkin.
Pumpkin's your favorite, huh?
Pumpkin's the favorite.
Okay. Eggnog, yes or no?
No.
Not a fan, huh?
Not a fan.
It's a texture thing, isn't it?
And I've tried over and over again because I want to be like, yay, eggnog, but I can't do it.
It's kind of thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Open presents Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
We do one on Christmas Eve, and then we do the rest on Christmas morning.
A little bit of a tease and then something to look forward to the next morning. What is the perfect amount of snow?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because you got to factor a lot of things in.
Yeah, I still want to be able to get out, but I want to be able to enjoy it. So I'd have to say probably 3 inches.
That's a good number. Because you can still drive around if you need to get somewhere, but the kids can go sledding and stuff like that.
That's exactly right.
Probably make a snowman, things along those lines. What is your favorite holiday movie? And you can pick from any of the holidays, including Halloween if you want. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, the whole season. Favorite Christmas or favorite holiday movie, I should say.
I'd have to say Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
See, that's a no. Jumped right on that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. How about this? From Christmas Vacation, what does the W stand for in Clark W. Griswold? I think I'm going to stump most people with this one. Clark
I feel like I should know this.
Griswold.
I'm drawing a blank.
Wilhelm.
Okay.
Clark Wilhelm Griswold. It doesn't come up at like once, I think. So, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I think it is, absolutely.
Okay, that's another one that's like 50-50 for people. And really, people are pretty stubborn in their camps, too. It's like they'll go to fighting on it. It's just, you're saying it is. Okay. Final question. On New Year's Eve, house party, out in the town, or in bed before midnight?
I'm pretty boring. I'm going to say in bed before midnight.
When's the last time you made it to the end, the last New Year's?
I can't remember, but don't take that and think the kids don't enjoy it. We generally set back all the clocks in the house.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And we do a previous ball drop on TV, so they don't know the difference. Don't let this get out. Let them hear the podcast.
Oh, you do it without them knowing it?
We do it without them knowing it.
Yeah, but they've got like phones.
No, they don't. Yeah.
So they don't, you change all the clocks.
We
you
change everything.
The complete deception.
That's right. We wear them out that day so they are extra tired and they just don't grasp time yet.
Okay, that's awesome. I have never heard of someone going to those lengths. So you get to enjoy the whole ball drop, the celebration, the noisemakers and all of that without having to stay up late.
Right, and enjoy sleep at the same time.
I might have to steal that if that's okay.
Yeah.
Interim Chief of Police, Jackie Stepp, congratulations. Thanks for joining us, and happy holidays.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. You too, and happy holidays to everybody listening.
Getting to know Lieutenant Tyler Radford. Thanks for sitting down with me. You tried to elude capture for the longest time. I finally got you in the room. You say you're kind of an in-the-shadows guy. Like to do your job on the QT, but thanks for joining me.
Absolutely.
You can blame Captain Coward for sending you this way. He says, tell him I said he has to do it.
Gotcha.
It sounded like a threat. So I think it should be taken that way. But thanks for joining me finally, right? We've talked a few times, but we haven't really had a chance to talk too much. Just kind of before we started this, I already know that your fridge was on the fritz. You're still working on that right at the holiday time, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Even last night as we're speaking, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, moving stuff from here to there and all of that. Let's start off like we do with everyone that's a first time in this studio with where were you born?
Born and raised here.
A local. They're becoming more and more rare these days.
Yeah.
So what was your high school?
We grew up in Henderson County, ended up going to T.C. Robertson.
Okay.
Moved to Buncombe in, I think, my 7th grade year.
So you're tall. You're kind of like me. So I'm guessing you played some sports.
I did, yeah. I played baseball there.
But not basketball.
Not basketball.
Not basketball. Now, they got a great baseball program there. Is that why you chose that school to go there to play baseball?
It was. I've got 2 older brothers, and all of us played baseball growing up. So
I was in Asheville High School just the other day. A TV station from Greenville, WSPA, was down there. They do a thing called First Responder Fridays, right? And so, of course, you know Officer Joe Jones, and a favorite among the SROs and of the students there and whatever. And so one of the kids that came up to him was Cameron Mabin's son.
Yeah.
A lot of people know who Cameron Mabin is. He ended up being a professional baseball player, and he went to TC, had a heck of a career there, and, of course, in the majors as well. And you know you're getting old when, so I told his son, I said, I knew your dad when he was a bat boy for the Asheville Tourists. So back in my very first year doing the public address for them, would have been like 2000 or whatever. And and Cameron was a bat boy back then. And then graduated, went on, played in the pros, and now his son, I guess, is going to Texas, I think. Full scholarship to Texas. So obviously, Apple not fallen too far from the tree there.
right.
So how far did you get?
I played in high school, and I mean that was basically it.
Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me too. I loved it. And then I'm like, yeah, this isn't taking me anywhere, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
So what's the one thing, another question that we ask, that most people don't know about you?
I guess the one thing that some people probably know, but probably not a lot of people, is I'm related to Ty Cobb. Yeah,
Talk about baseball. Holy cow. Yeah. Where does that connect? How does that?
It was on my dad's side. His grandmother was a Cobb, and that's just how it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was it like a distant cousin, or how does that work? How many generations? That's probably at least 2 or 3 generations, obviously.
Yeah, it was. And I've not done the, Ancestry or 23andMe, anything like that to tell, exactly where it was. But that was the story for us growing up was, you're related to Ty Cobb. So,
Have you been down to the Shoeless Joe Museum in Greenville?
I've not.
Because
no,
they did not get along, apparently, back in the day. Although, from the stories of Ty Cobb, the way that he played the game, almost nobody liked him. There's even like a reference in Field of Dreams. Nobody liked the son of a gun while he was alive either. So he wanted to play, but we didn't let him.
Right.
The whole thing. So, I can appreciate a guy that plays hard-nosed like that.
Yeah.
Like the Pete Rose type. I mean, he's going to rankle some feathers, but boy, that guy played with some intensity that some people say maybe the greatest baseball player of all time, but he's not talked about that way because he wasn't liked.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Left it all out there, rather, didn't leave anything behind.
Yeah, they sure did, didn't they?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about something that 'tis the season, right? A lot of people ask me, like, what is some of the most prevalent things that are happening in the Asheville Police Department? Just kind of like, talking with friends or whatever. And I think they expect to hear a lot of the higher profile things, the assaults and things of that nature. And what I tell them, I said, listen, the 2 things that I am seeing just about every single day is motor vehicles being stolen and larcenies. I don't think people quite realize the rate of larceny that is taking place in the big box stores, and we don't want to name anybody in particular, but the home improvement stores and the big box stores. And you see that all the time. So tell us just a little bit about what you're seeing and how prevalent is it?
Well, we're seeing quite a bit of it, obviously as the holiday season approaches. It seems to increase as well. Shoplifting, larcenies, things like that. But I think a lot of it still is being underreported. We're still trying to kind of work our way out of the P2C reporting. As a department, I don't think had the capacity really to handle P2C reports the way that they should have been handled. So I still think that we're getting a lot of underreporting by a lot of the big box stores. But myself and Lieutenant Mindel, when he was another district commander, we're meeting with some of the regional managers, general managers of some of the big box stores around here. And the one theme that was constantly being relayed to us was that the stores here in Asheville were their worst stores, that they were losing the most money out of these stores. So it's certainly something that has been going on for a while. And, typically, like I said, around the holiday season, you'll see an uptick in it.
No, so you think it's with the underreporting, management to some of these stores are just like, it's more hassle than it's worth? Is that kind of, maybe depending on the amount, like, what's this worth type thing? It's like, all they stole was this. I'm not even going to bother with it.
To be honest with you, the conversations that we had were that these stores had been reporting these things to us and just nothing was getting done. So they just got tired of doing it.
And maybe at a time when we were even lower in staffing than we are now, we're finally getting back. And I know there's been a big outreach to a lot of these stores, and some of them have been very helpful, and we've actually made an impact in some cases.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've really appreciated that. There's been a lot of really good communication between some of these folks and us. And, that's what it takes, is good communication between their folks and our folks, trying to find a way forward that works for both of us. Obviously, a lot of stuff changed post-2020, and, we're all kind of trying to figure out what this looks like moving forward. So I've really appreciated the fact that, they've been so understanding, but, they're willing to have those hard conversations about, hey, what can we do to help you guys out? And us too, right? Like looking internally, some of the things that we have been doing and some of the things that we would like to do moving forward to try to help them, because I sincerely feel like that is an underserved population. There's enough organized theft here that, we could legitimately use, an organized retail crime task force.
Yeah.
We don't have the staffing for that right now, but that's certainly something that I think would be beneficial for everybody. So
one thing I noticed, because I go to home improvement stores all the time, Lowe's in particular has started to lock up the more expensive items, especially the things toward the front, which can be a little frustrating for customers, but you totally understand what they're doing. It's like people are walking out with circular saws. You got to do something about it, right?
Yeah. And I know it's frustrating for them because, obviously each company has their own policy that dictates what their loss prevention folks can do. So, I know that's frustrating for them and certainly for the consumer as well. So things like that are things that we're hoping, increased enforcement, better response times, things like that can kind of help cull.
We're nowhere near what you saw in some of these big cities where, like the pharmacies and like CVS and Walgreens and everything was locked up. That's enough, at least for me personally, for me not to even go into that store. It's like, I'm not going to ask a teller for a tube of toothpaste, or can you get me my deodorant, or so. It's just, you know what I mean? It's it's so at least we're not there yet. Are we finding that it's a lot of repeat offenders? Are we seeing that?
Certainly, yeah, certainly are. And again, one of the really good things that I've certainly appreciated is Deputy Chief Artema has been pretty instrumental in this as well. We're starting to try to reach back out to the district attorney's office and, again, start trying to streamline this process of charging habitual misdemeanor charges. Obviously, certain parameters that they have to be within. But if we have these repeat offenders that are continually committing these misdemeanor larcenies, they can qualify for a habitual larceny charge, which bumps it up to a felony charge, which obviously, for us and for the DA's office makes it a little easier to actually put this person away for a little bit. We've been working with them to try to streamline that process. And, again, I think we're still relatively early in that process, but our crime analysts have been instrumental in that. It's Jordan Tender has been doing a phenomenal job of doing a lot of the legwork, a lot of the back work that helps make our job a ton easier. So
yeah, you get these face sheets people to look out for, and he's been putting these out like once a week and whatever, and it's got to be really helpful to you guys in the street, I would think, right?
Oh, absolutely. It absolutely is. And again, sometimes even these repeat offenders are going in and hitting these big box stores, and they'll reach out to us and they'll go, hey, I don't know who this is. Do y'all know who this is? And years ago, we actually started, I want to say maybe it was Lieutenant Griffin, started a loss prevention email group. So all of the folks that are on this email group can communicate back and forth. And again, like the person that's committing these offenses at, let's say, I know we didn't want to name names, but let's say Lowe's, right? Like they're committing the same offenses at Home Depots or Lowe's in other parts of the city or Walmarts. So a lot of times if they're able to communicate with each other and share that information, if we haven't identified them, odds are someone at one of the other stores has So they're able to communicate, share that information, which hopefully helps long-term with prosecution. So
what's the strangest thing you've seen stolen, seen shoplifted?
Oddly enough, when I was, I think it was when I was a sergeant, when I was Baker 2 years ago, I was coming in around 5:45, 6 in the morning, and I got a call at the Walmart on Airport Road that there was a guy that was shoplifting and that he was eating or like walking around eating a T-bone steak. So I walked in, and sure enough, this guy had gone to the meat section and was eating a T-bone steak raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
That's I guess it wouldn't kill you. It's not poultry, but
Yeah.
that is wild.
It was something.
Drugs are bad. Let's just say that.
That's a fair statement.
If you're looking for something to eat on the go, raw meat would probably not be my choice.
Not at the top of my list either.
I think there's an actual aisle that has some pre-prepared foods maybe you could go with in the future. All right, Lieutenant Tyler Radford joins me right now since it is the season, right? The Pod Squad Holiday Pop Quiz. It is time for that. By the way, did anyone ever tell you should have been on the radio? Because I get it all the time. But
no.
You have the voice, the sultry voice. You know that.
I appreciate that.
But don't do that, by the way. Don't go into radio.
Yeah,
it's not very lucrative. I can personal experience that it's not going to get you where you want to go. All right, the Pod Squad Holiday Pop Quiz. Question number 1. Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, which is your favorite?
No, Christmas is my favorite.
Do you call it turkey stuffing or dressing?
I call it the stuff I don't like. So
you don't like it at all?
Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of it.
It's moist, it's wet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the taste of it's just
not a fan.
Doesn't suit me.
Okay, well, that's the first person that said no to all of it. How about this for dessert? Pumpkin pie, apple pie, or other?
I am a sucker for a good pumpkin pie.
Yeah, this time of the year too, right?
Yeah.
If this was maybe July, maybe you'd say apple pie,
yeah.
but pumpkin, right? Okay. Pumpkin. Anything else pumpkin you like, or is that just a pie thing? Some people are till like gaga about the pumpkin stuff. It's just,
really just the pie.
Yeah.
I like pie.
Okay. Yeah. How about this? Eggnog? Yes or no?
No, not really.
Now it's very thick.
Yeah. It's not bad.
I'm a fan. I really am, but I can't drink the full eggnog. I usually get the eggnog light, and not because of the calories, just because it's not quite as goopy. Yeah. And then I might thin it out with some rum. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe just put a splash in there. What is the perfect amount of snow?
The perfect amount of snow, I would say, is enough that you can make snowballs and go sledding.
Okay, so we're talking, I forget who it was that answered 3 inches, but 3 inches seems to be, if you think about that, right? You can still get where you need to go, but maybe do some sledding, make a snowman, that type thing. Yeah. All right, what is your favorite holiday movie? And you can choose from all the holidays too, since it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that. Favorite holiday movie?
I'm a Christmas Story kind of guy.
Me too.
That's
Oh, don't get me started. We could sit here all day long with the quotes from A Christmas Story. My wife hates it though.
Oh, yeah?
Well, maybe because I'll just turn it on with the marathon that they do.
Yeah, same here.
And I'll just keep watching it over, and she'll walk through the room. She goes, "Is that still on?" I'm like, "Well, it's a different, version of it. It's the same movie, but they're running it on a loop." And then
I'm with you on that. I do the same thing.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, From Christmas Vacation, you've seen that, right? Okay. What does the W stand for in Clark W. Griswold?
I don't know.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Right? I had to look it up. Wilhelm. I wouldn't have thought that.
Never would have guessed that.
No, Wilhelm. I think they only mentioned it once, if they mentioned it at all. Okay. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
It's a good movie, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so you're not taking a stance.
I don't know.
You don't want to.
Could, yeah.
You don't want to dig into that controversy.
Oh, man.
So now Bruce Willis, who isn't doing well, with his health, years ago had said it's not, but his wife recently came out and said it is. So even they can't agree in their own home.
Right.
Right. Final question: on New Year's Eve, house party, out in the town, or in bed before midnight?
Ooh, I'm in bed before midnight.
It seems to be a growing trend.
Yeah.
I think as you get a little bit older, out of your 20s, you're just like, you know what? I can't remember really the last one specifically I stayed up for. It's just maybe by accident, but it just all of a sudden. But it used to be such a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever gone anywhere like to celebrate like a big place, like a ball drop somewhere or anything like that, or just kind of?
No, I mean, I've been here for 17 years, so I started when I was 21 or 22.
And they don't do anything in Asheville.
No, I've been working.
Where do they drop that possum? Where's that? It's in
that was in Clay County in the western part of the state.
Yeah, I forget where that possum drop is located. They had to stop that for a couple of years because people
did. Yeah, sure did. It's at Clay's Corner is where it was at.
But I think they're doing it again, aren't they?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But I mean, it's not like they're holding the possum by his tail. He's in a box.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's a possum. I mean, come on, for the love of Pete. All right, Tyler Radford, Lieutenant, thank you for joining us, and a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Senior Police Officer Justin Lewis from the Community Engagement Division joining us again. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me again. I think this is number 3.
Is this the third time?
I think it's the third time.
Oh, well, then you're old hat at this, right?
Maybe.
The holiday season is here, so I know that means you're busy.
Oh, yeah. We've been very tasked with a lot of different events, and it's just awesome.
Now, I know one of the big things, of course, coming up is, what is it called specifically? Is it shop? It's not Shop with a Cop. What do you guys call it?
So we call it Helper and Heroes.
Helper and Heroes. I love this. So this is where you get the needy kids from the community, and they literally spend a time shopping in a local retail establishment for Christmas.
Yeah, and that's one of the ones I was bringing up. Actually, on the 9th, we're partnering with Target. We're going to be sitting there going out with kids from ages to 4 to 16. And each kid will have an officer with them. And then we're going to go through and shop with these kids throughout Target. And we've got a bunch of donations. Target fills in some of the blanks in that. And these kids get to experience a part of Christmas they may not normally be able to because, families, people are still suffering from Helene and things like that. So this gives them, that opportunity and brings that joy to them. And more or less, it brings more joy to us.
Yeah, I know you guys just love it too. And there's a couple of cool things about this, which I really enjoy. Now, there's a lot of great programs in this town with a lot of great organizations that provide Christmas presents to children. But this one is kind of unique in that the child gets to pick out what they want.
Yes.
So they get to look for Christmas. This is what I want, and they get it. Instead of just, sure, you open something that's great. There's the surprising Christmas morning. It may or may not be something that the kid wants.
Yeah.
But in this case, they're shopping for that item, and they're doing it with you guys. So they get to develop that relationship maybe at a young age, their first contact or maybe early contact with a law enforcement officer. That's a positive one.
Yes, and you wouldn't believe how often these kids will sit there and be like, you know what, instead of for me, I want to get it for like my mom or my dad or my sibling who's not able to get it. It really touches you. It's like a humbling experience. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a cliche in a way, but it really is what Christmas is all about.
It is.
It's the spirit of giving. So you guys are giving your time and giving these presents, and then these children might in turn even just give it away to somebody else.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
It really brings that spirit back. Like if you have the ability to donate to any of these events or assist, volunteer, whatever it is, do it.
Yeah, man. And thank you to Target.
Yes, Target is a huge. And
you can find something for Christmas in Target. You can. So I know I'm looking forward to hearing the stories after the fact of that. So that is coming up on December 9th. What else you got coming up?
So we also on December 4th, which today, and through the 6th, Ingalls is on Smoky Park Highway is hosting a toy drive partnering with Eblin Charities for their St. Nicholas project. They're taking donations. This event helps in providing toys, clothing, and other items during the holiday season. We're going to be out and about. I believe that later on today we're taking shifts. So I got to figure out where I lie in that shift and come out. You got something to donate. It's a great cause. If you need more information about maybe volunteering next year or how you can get more of these items throughout the year, you just go to eblincharities.org. They have their annual events right up front at the top, and then click on St. Nicholas Project. They also have them all throughout the year.
That's with my former employer from back in the day, iHeartRadio.
Okay.
And they'll be located. That's the Ingalls right near my house, Smoky Park Highway. If you're wondering which one that is the one close to exit 44. And they set up right in between the Planet Fitness and the Ingalls, that big open area right there. And if you're hungry, you can swing by the Chick-fil-A, which is
of course.
So, it's a one-stop shopping, quite frankly. So that is taking place starting today as we load up this podcast. But of course, the dates are important because if you're listening to this in a week, it wouldn't be occurring.
Yes.
So it is with the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Is that what it is?
4th through 6th.
4th through 6th. All right. So 4th through 6th, 3 days of that. So what else?
Another one we have is we're partnering with Hearts with Hands for the 7th annual Hope for the Holidays.
Okay.
So we're going to be out at their facility. This event helps provide food boxes, winter essentials, and Christmas gifts to families across our community. Come out, join us, and bring hope and support to the neighbors who need it most. Whether you volunteer, donate, or help spread the word, your involvement makes a real difference. And you can find more details at that heartswithhands.org/holidays.
All right, 'tis the season. A lot of good stuff going on.
Lots and lots. We're definitely going to be busy.
We got a coffee with the cop coming up too, don't we?
We do have a coffee with a cop. We're sitting there trying to get the date down.
Okay.
And the location. So it is coming. I'd look for it within the next week or two.
Okay, keep your eye on Facebook for that. We always post those, right?
Come out, see us, enjoy a cup of coffee.
Or
ask us
wassail,
questions.
as the case may be.
Yeah.
A cup of wassail.
Wassail. Wait, what is wassail?
I don't know. It's some kind of holiday drink. I really don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, eggnog, sure, but wassail, I've never heard.
I think it's like an old English thing. I just know that I've heard it before, like a wassail. It's some sort of concoction that I'm sure is warm and toasty and probably not available wherever we do have the coffee with a cop. But
I don't know. I don't think.
if we can whip up some wassail, we will do that for you.
Take some convincing to try that for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to try once I find out the ingredients. How about that? All right. Senior Police Officer Justin Lewis joins me, and we're not letting him go without the Pod Squad Holiday Pop Quiz.
Oh, boy.
Because we've been talking about Christmas and all that. Tis the season. So we will do this with all of our guests in this episode and the next one. So here we go. 10 questions, and away we go. Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, which one's your favorite?
Christmas, absolutely.
I think that's going to be the answer for most people, but not for everyone, because I would honestly say Thanksgiving is mine.
Really?
Tradition with the family. That's sometimes, with all the moving I have done in my life,
Yes.
oftentimes it has been the only time in the year I will see my parents.
Really?
Even though my father is no longer with us, my mom, she came down for Thanksgiving. So traditionally they would travel to where I was, or me and my wife, of course, and we would host the dinner. And so this was, my Thanksgiving is always kind of my favorite.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. I love the family get together and stuff. I guess more Christmas for me is more faith based. We enjoy getting to share that time with each other and celebrate.
Yeah, I enjoyed that as well.
It's absolutely fantastic. So that's why it kind of stands out more to me. I could care less about gifts. I love giving gifts and watching my family open them. I kind of get that guilt if I have to open a gift. It's like, all right, is somebody feeling a little jealous, like a family member or something? So I'd rather go without. I'd rather just watch them open gifts and just share.
And you see along those lines of your angle why you enjoyed Christmas. Christmas Eve service is like one of my favorite things of the year. Singing the carols and lighting the candle at the end and the whole Silent Night and all.
Yes.
That's kind of my favorite thing about Christmas is Christmas Eve service.
I love being partaken. I don't sing, though, because nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah, come on, man. Like I said, I can't carry a tune in a bucket, but I can go low and stay low. That's like all I can do. So certain songs I can nail.
I'll tell you what, our church orchestrates, or not orchestrates, but the
Choir?
person over it, they sit there and say, make a joyful noise.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I can make a joyful noise. It just may not be as joyful to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure God's not up there judging. It's not like,
Absolutely not.
Not like She's Got Talent or nothing like that type. Not a TV show. All right, let's talk about food, because food are a big part of all the holidays, right?
Okay.
Do you call it turkey stuffing or dressing?
Dressing.
Dressing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know there's an actual reason for each. People tend to claim, the stuffing goes inside. I really think it's just a word. It's like some people have used that word or the other word. I've always used dressing, but it's in the bird. So technically it's the stuffing.
Yeah.
But we always say dressing as well. So what's for dessert? Pumpkin pie, apple pie, or other?
It's going to be pumpkin pie all
Pumpkin
day.
pie?
I'm pumpkin all day long. Like pumpkin seasons, this is my season. I'll wear my Han Solo outfit, the Ugg boots, the vest. If you want to give it to me, I'll wear it.
Okay.
I don't do the fake pumpkin stuff like Starbucks. I grew up on a farm, so it's got to be a real pumpkin.
See, my mom made an apple and a pumpkin for Thanksgiving, and I happen to have a personal affinity for the apple because that was my grandmother's apple pie recipe, and Mom's pretty much got it down and nailed. So,
Ooh.
I mean, really, honestly, don't you just have a slice of each? You just kind of the small slice, and you put them together on the same plate? And
I usually take the slice of pumpkin pie out, leave that on a plate, and take the rest of the dish with me.
there you go. Absolutely. Okay, along those same lines of food, eggnog, yes or no?
Yes.
I'm a yes guy, too.
Yes, I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, some people think it's disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
I personally really enjoy it. I might put a nip of bourbon in there. I might.
I've yet to try alcoholic. eggnog.
Well, you got to do it yourself. You can't buy the stuff that's already pre-mixed because that's just disgusting. But you put a splash of like a nice bourbon in there, a little bit of rum, I understand, is also
Okay.
good. All right, so opening presents Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
Our family, since we have divided family, we do both.
Okay.
So I let the kids open for our Christmas. I let them open up one on Christmas Eve. We started this new tradition that
Yep.
I just wanted to get them excited for it.
Sure.
Kind of lay it back. They got a gift, help them sleep a little bit, and then Christmas morning go bananas.
I mean, it's the best of both worlds, isn't it?
yes.
Really? Okay. So what is the perfect amount of snow?
All right. So I used to push snow before this. I worked for the DOT, and in Madison, I pushed it on the Wolf Laurel line, which is always apt to get it.
Yeah.
So I began hating snow, even though it was my
Just
favorite season.
Any snow.
The wet, heavy snow that
Yes.
busts trees. I want it to be powdery and come in feet.
Wow.
I'm good with coming in feet because I had to miss out on all those snow days because I was out in a truck pushing snow for 12, 14 hours a day.
So so more the merrier.
Yes.
But it's got to be the white fluffy.
White, fluffy, perfect for snow angels, snowmen, snowballs. Let's go.
Okay. So what's your favorite holiday movie? Number one. It could be all the holidays too. You can talk Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, the whole holiday season.
Favorite holiday movie? I never gave this one any thought. Ever.
This is why it is the Pod Squad Holiday Pop Quiz. We don't give you these questions in advance.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
Just one? One movie doesn't stand out for you? Like it's
No,
coming
not
on? You
really.
absolutely got to...
I'm a big comedy guy. Jingle All the Way, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You like that one? do you?
That is one of my favorite holiday movies. I will watch it every holiday.
I did not expect that answer.
Yeah, come on, Sinbad, Arnold Schwarzenegger going at it?
I didn't see that one coming.
Turbo Man?
I just wasn't an answer that I saw coming from anybody, quite frankly. But that's why there's a whole lot of these things. Okay, from Christmas Vacation, you've seen it, right?
Yes.
What does the W stand for with Clark W. Griswold? Little bonus question. Clark W. Griswold. What's
You think I should know that? Winston?
Wilhelm?
Wilhelm.
Clark Wilhelm Griswold.
Yeah, I failed that one.
I don't think anyone is going to get that one. I just don't. You got to be deep to get that one. Here's one controversial: is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes. I really, truly think it does. I think you have to fall within a certain parameters. I was one to sit there and argue Lethal Weapon was also a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
but
no, Lethal Weapon's absolutely.
I have
not
to
a
back
Christmas
down from that one. It's not.
But you're going to die
I'm
on
set
that hill with Die
Hard.
Hard,
Yes,
huh?
absolutely.
See, people will fight you over this one.
I know. I don't even watch it that much. I think last time I watched it was like 5 years ago.
You've got a member of your department that has not seen this movie.
The audacity.
Isaiah Senyak. We're calling him out right now. We're having this conversation just the other day in your little office area,
Yes.
and we're just having the general, is Die Hard a Christmas? A lot of contributions there, a lot of input.
Yep.
The room was about evenly divided, and out of nowhere, Senyak yeah, I never seen it. We're like,
That's where we all joined together and said that's not tolerated. He's got to watch it.
we were disagreeing, and then all of a sudden we're all in agreement.
Yes.
That he needs to watch that movie.
Whether it's a Christmas movie or not, it's an excellent movie all around.
Can't disagree with that, right? Yippee-ki-yay.
That's right.
On New Year's Eve, okay, house party, out in the town, or in bed before midnight?
In bed before midnight.
Yeah,
I'm too old for this party
I
stuff.
used to be one or the other of the two. I'd be like, either one's fine with me. And now it's like, are we going to make it to midnight?
Yeah. No.
I don't think I've made it to midnight in some time. I did it accidentally a few years ago, and all of a sudden it became midnight. We looked up, and it was midnight. And we didn't do a countdown. We didn't do anything. We just all of a sudden like, oh, I guess we kiss or something.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I try to do the traditional, wait till then, but I'm not watching Countdown or anything. Kids aren't really interested in it. They're why are we doing this?
And the shows the ones that air, like the network shows, I don't know who any of those artists are anymore. And it's just like, I just have no interest in them.
I don't know a lot of artists that's on TVs anyways. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
me
listening
neither.
to the
It's
metal
just,
stuff.
I'll tell you what. So how about this one? We'll just throw this in as a little bit of a bonus. So Times Square, yes or no, for New Year's Eve?
Oh, no. I'm not about that.
Yeah.
That's you're shoulder to shoulder. You see I'm a bigger guy.
I cannot imagine. There's a place that I would least rather be on New Year's Eve than packed like sardines in Times Square, where there's no bathrooms. You're supposed to be there like hours and hours and hours in advance, and you can't even go anywhere.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I could do like a friends and family party, and that's the least, or that's the most I'll go.
If we were going to go a route, that would be the thing we would do,
Yeah.
is gather with some friends and just kind of wrap up the year that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we wrap up another episode of the Pod Squad with Senior Police Officer Justin Lewis. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me
Hey,
again.
Merry Christmas if I don't see you before then, and I know
Merry
I will.
Christmas to you and everyone out there.
Time for another edition of the History Minute with Hannah Silberman as we wind down the 150th anniversary year of the Asheville Police Department. What do you got for us this week?
Another line of duty death, unfortunately.
Yeah, we've talked about several of these. I've tried to cover them all this year. We got just about all of them. There was 7 total. So which one is this?
This is Chief Harold Enloe.
Okay.
On November 23rd, 1951, there was a detective who was driving across the Smoky Park Bridge in his personal car when another 1950 Ford Coupe just blows his doors off. And he decides that he's going to chase this car.
Okay.
So he starts pursuing this car into downtown Asheville, where he's promptly loses it. And then he circles back to the municipal building to report it.
All right.
And so when he gets there, he encounters a car that has Chief Enloe, Assistant Chief Pitt Sluter, and Captain Eric Hall, and they were getting ready to start a patrol around town. So as he's talking to them, guess what? That same car blows right past them in front of the police
Like on
station.
purpose, you think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just taunting them.
It almost runs over a foot patrol officer in Peck Square, and then patrol cars start chasing this car.
Wow.
It's a very long chase that goes very, very fast. It's like 85 miles per hour.
Mostly
60.
within the city, or did it leave the city? Or?
So they go down Biltmore Avenue. They go into the South French Broad area, back into like the South Slope. So they just kind of go all around the kind of just south of downtown area, about 65 miles an hour the whole time.
Wow.
And then while it's going south on McDowell Street, the patrol cars start to lose it, and Chief Enloe picks up the chase in his car.
Okay.
So they go into Biltmore Village, where a state highway patrol and a sheriff's department car join the pursuit. And then they all turn down Swannanoa River Road. So this is November. It's dark and it's raining.
Okay.
So it's like 9:30 at night.
Horrible conditions for this type of thing.
They start going 75 to 85 miles per hour on Swannanoa River Road, which is terrifying today in a modern car.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would be like in the 1950s.
Yeah. I mean, the vehicles then not that great with handling and the tires and all that.
Yeah, so Captain Hall, who later testified, said that they were just absolutely skidding at every single turn. So they blast through the intersection at Tunnel Road at about 60 miles per hour. And as they're making the very big turn on Swannanoa River Road going towards what is now the Walmart Bridge,
Okay.
the Sales Bleachery Bridge.
Gotcha.
Chief Enloe's car loses control. It goes into the ditch. It skidded on the road, it hit the shoulder and flipped onto its side, and then slid along the road on its side for a while, and then launched into the air, and then landed again on 4 wheels. And Enloe and Sluter were both totally ejected from the vehicle, and Hall was partially ejected. Enloe suffered from severe skull fractures and died at the scene.
So how about the driver? Did they get the guy that they were chasing?
They did. They eventually identified them and arrested him. But through some issues that happened with the police court, I think he got very little time served. I mean, he was speeding.
Did they ever figure out if there was more to it than just somebody just being reckless? Like,
It was just joyriding, yeah.
I just can't fathom that. It just seems like a little, like so extreme for, that. But I guess.
Well, at the time, they were on a pretty significant crusade in public safety against people who were driving fast cars. So in the 1950s, suddenly cars had the ability to go fast.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't so much had before, and so it was this massive safety issue.
Yeah.
And so the speeders were a real public safety campaign that the chief had spearheaded, and so trying to track them down. But, now we have this idea that pursuits are very dangerous. Back then that was like they just pursued. They went after you if you were speeding.
So what year, I wonder, did Thunder Road come out with Robert Mitchum?
1958.
Okay, so that was out later, so it couldn't have been the inspiration for this. But it was kind of close to that era where you're right, cars had starting to get more horsepower. Was it a young person?
It was, yeah.
So just kind of dumb and fast car and ends tragically.
Yep.
Well, that's horrible.
So Captain Hall and Sluter eventually made full recoveries, and then Sluter eventually became the assistant chief. And then,
so tell me a little bit about Chief Enloe. What do we know? What do we know about him?
sure. So he first joined the police department in 1937, but he left 3 months after Pearl Harbor in 1941 and oversaw a military police company in Charleston during the war. So he returned to the department in 1946. So he took a break during World War II, but he quickly climbed through the ranks from detective to captain to chief from 1946 to 1950 when he became the chief of police.
So a veteran of World War II and a chief of police and dies tragically chasing some punk in a fast car. So we have now covered, I believe, 6 of the 7 line of duty deaths at the Asheville Police Department. And one of them occurred, I guess, the one we haven't covered in the middle, I guess summer, you said July? Okay, well, there's something we'll do in 2026 because we're not going to stop doing this entirely. We've enjoyed having you in every episode, and we've still got 1 episode left in 2025. Do you got a Christmas story maybe for us? Maybe you can find...
I'll have to look.
Find something,
Probably.
find something with a holiday twist. So we've got one more opportunity to hear about the History Minute, this 2025 year of the 150th anniversary of the Asheville Police Department. So now as we get closer, can I ask you about the book one last time? Because we've talked about it a lot. Is it ready?
Any day now.
Hannah Silberman with the History Minute. Thank you. Thanks for listening to the APD Pod Squad, and thank you to my guests, Interim Chief Jackie Stepp, Lieutenant Tyler Radford, Senior Police Officer Justin Lewis, and Hannah Silberman with the History Minute. Don't forget, if there's a topic you'd like us to discuss, or if you've got a question, or even a guest suggestion, call 828-250-8800 and leave a voicemail. That number again is 828-250-8800. Or you can email apdpodcastfeedback@asheville.nc.gov. Listen and subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts, and don't miss a single episode. Tell a friend, a coworker, or even a drunk uncle at a Christmas party and help spread the word. I'm Rick Rice, and this is the APD Pod Squad.
Mountains high.